You never realised that fucking black magic was real.
Right.
No, we took this some fucking Hollywood way of making money.
People thought you were like into black magic and
We started
evil.
getting invites to fucking midnight at the cemetery with black magic. What the fuck's this?
It has been a little bit of a minute, but we are back and got a live though going, and I'm happy to be here. And my name is Loomis. Welcome to the channel, Into the Void Ozzy Osbourne tribute, where we just celebrate the life of Ozzy Osbourne and the music that came with them. Sabbath, all the musicians, everyone. With my co-host Gina Elliott. How you doing, Gina?
I'm doing lovely. Hi, everyone.
It's been I mean, we've talked, you know what I mean, but we haven't done one. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or something, right?
Yeah, I had to have some dental stuff done, so I had to put it off for a week.
No, that's fine. Listen,
Yeah.
absolutely. I did that sometimes, like,
we're
you know,
back.
like to look on at nights, but some weeks are just busier than others, you know. And
Yeah.
I know it's 8:35, and I know I feel terrible because we tell the people Wednesday, Thursday. And by the way, thank you, everyone, though, that actually does take the time to watch, even if it's one person. I was just telling Gina backstage, like, oh wow, like we just came back and there's a few people in the comments. I don't give a fuck about fucking numbers. I don't give a fuck. There's 110,000 people. If there's one person sitting out, it's, you know, everyone's like number. No, it's not about fucking how many. It's about who's watching. So that's that. But this channel, I want to say to everyone out there, thank you very much, because with the shorts, with the clips of Ozzy, as everyone knows, this will always be an unmonetized channel. It already could be monetized. We just hit 8,000 subscribers last week. Now we're going to be about to hit 9,000 subscribers. And by next weekend, we'll definitely have 10,000 subscribers. And I love that, because that means people are seeing those little shorts of Ozzy and stuff. And it's just, that's what this channel's for. It's just all passion. And I love it. And everyone who's subscribed, and anyone that's listening to this right now, this is your channel too. If you want to come on, like this is how I met Gina. That's how Pat came on. I got to talk to Pat about the concert that he wants booked up at the casino. That just remember that.
Cool.
But yeah, I've been just crazy busy, Gina, as you know. And but I think Wednesday though we can hammer it down at 8:05 p.m. if that's good.
That sounds good to me. I have no problem with it. You know?
We change it every fucking 2 weeks. I'm sorry, folks. Every week we change. It's my fault.
No, actually,
you know what I mean?
We were on Wednesdays, I think, last we left off, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know.
I thought it was Thursday. We started on fucking Monday. Listen, Wednesday's a great day. Let's just try Wednesday, and I think we can do it. And at 8, because I get out of the office by 3:30 the latest, and then sometimes I like to go and shoot some B-roll before the sun goes down, but I just won't do that on one of those days. So let's just do it Wednesday.
Okay.
Beautiful. You know. Let's say some hellos though to everyone in the chat. I gotta get this. Listen, stay on after this episode with me, because we have to figure out something with you, how you got to see comments.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just gonna be very easy and much better for you. What's going on, Maddie? Man, Matt from Jersey. There he is, James Jordan.
Hi, James.
If you guys are into anything that's, you know, I never really get into politics and stuff, and this isn't about politics, but, you know, I believe that we just live in a sick world out there from our leaders. And if you go on the channel Mind Over Madness and check out James Jordan, The Fire Below, his first day of work was when the truck bombing happened at the Trade Center. He was at an orientation, and I don't mean to laugh. I'm like, you know, of all days, and he leaves at lunch. But isn't he like a
real
freaking
cool guy?
Isn't he like a
he's real?
Like an encyclopedia though. Like you can't even stump him. Like he's just and that's on Mind Over Madness on YouTube if you want to check that out. And Jordan, thanks for giving me and Keith your time. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, that was great. I have to say that.
Yeah, and he always comes over here too at the Ozzy. I mean, who doesn't love Ozzy?
Yeah.
So thank you, man,
Yeah.
for coming over here and saying what's up. Same with you, Matt. There she is, Grace. Gracie, tell the people, how many times did I message you on Instagram saying, Grace, we're going live tonight? And then I didn't. At least 6.
Hey,
Honestly,
I'm guilty. I did that with Linda.
I didn't
Oh
realize
my
Linda
goodness.
was in volume 4. I didn't realize that was Linda on there.
On what? On
Volume
what?
4, with the volume 4 cover on Instagram.
Right. Yeah, that's yeah. Uh-huh.
I know, but I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, because we were talking on over there before. But Grace,
Yeah.
at least 6 times, right?
Yeah. Jeez.
She goes, yeah, 6 times.
Yeah, 6 times.
Leftovers. If anyone's watching Leftovers, we always don't get to the audience. We are going to talk about Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. And
Right.
Pat, it's funny though.
Hey, Pat.
Of all days that I picked, I found out about that for you. And your slot, just so you know, I can say this much, is absolutely in. It's just the business though aspect of it just needs to be worked out, and they don't even start bookings until end of March. So but you're like already like locked in, so you know what I mean. Like you're not going to play because you want to play party on a patio outdoors. For anyone that's wondering who I'm talking to, I'm talking to the man Pat right there, who is the lead singer of Madhouse and Ozzy Tribute, and they fantastic musicians. Pat's a hell of a singer, and
Yeah.
one of the lives you could even see Madhouse, and just go to 17-minute mark and you could see them live. Go to their page on Facebook, and that's what I love about this page. We meet people from all over the world. He's in fucking Baltimore, you're in Cali, you know. Bonnie, well, I knew Bonnie beforehand from when I was at the Johnny Depp trial, but she even before that, I think. Yeah, but yeah, she's Germany. It's just great talking music and keeping the spirit of, like, you know, Ozzy and just good fucking energy alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I gotta just, you know, we should just hit live more on these and just talking. But I want more people though to come on too. I want everyone out there to know that you are more than welcome to come. And I don't have to be on. If anyone's like Loomis, I want to do an episode with Gina with the Last Rites book, because Gina's looking for someone to do that. I just lost my father in November, and my dog Ozzy last year, and my father just in November. I'm not ready to read that book, Last Rites. So so Gina's looking for someone though to do that with, and I don't have to be the host or whatever. Anyone can host it up. And don't forget, use the community, not the community to pay for whatever. You're not paying anything on here. It's never monetized. No bullshit like that. I'm saying community, like Victrola and Bonnie, like they'll put pictures up of Ozzy or old magazines, old 8-tracks, and then they tell a story about them. I fucking love that, because I love seeing that. Yeah.
Gracie
And I
and
want to throw a
Linda.
shout out though. And Gina, I just want to throw a shout out though to the diary. Oh, no, I always screw up the princesses part. See, I'm just being authentic. I don't write it down.
You got it.
But I love the diary of the Mad Women on Facebook.
Princesses of Darkness. You almost had it.
Princesses of Darkness. Yeah.
Right.
Our diary of Mad Women at Facebook.
Right.
Check them out. There she is.
Right.
She's got a wrench. Everyone's made. I didn't realize I made everyone. I made everyone.
Yeah.
Pat,
This is great.
We're doing fucking Ozzy talk if you're up for it, buddy. I'm back to it though, on point with very busy with you know what I'm working on. So but now I could get one in on the weekend, definitely Saturday. So let me know, my man. What is up, Miss Gen X? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
She's got the wrench. Hey Matt, how's it going? Kilo.
Yeah.
Always in the house. Eric, I need your address, please. Well, I'm not going to say that to me. I have things to send to you. All right, buddy. I can give you. No, I can't say it. Never mind, because then everyone will figure it out. But once I tell you, you'll never have to write it down. You'll never forget it. Trust me. Yeah. Linda, there she is. Volume 4 on Instagram. I didn't realize it was her for that long. One day at a time, brother. That's all we can do. One fucking second at a time. Thank you, Princesses of Dark.
Hi, Angela.
Diary, like of a Madman, Diary of Mad Women, not men though, because that'd be Diary of Mad Men. So Diary of Mad Women in the plural sense, on Facebook, and it's a great group. And yeah, You know, I'm more like for the positivity type stuff. You know, you're always gonna have someone come in and try to fucking and stir shit up and say whatever.
Yeah.
But I believe personally those people they're just looking for a rise or like attention out of like when like
Yeah.
nothing's gonna happen of it or whatever the fuck. And it's
I
just
agree.
so you whatever, you just let them say what they want to say, and that's
Yeah.
that. Now, when people are
Yeah.
like, I love though, like when people correct, like if I say something wrong, and I try not to with the history of this, I really do. But I love though if someone like corrects me or whatever, because then I learn, you know what I mean? Like, so if people are
Right.
commenting back, like, no, man, it's this or this is how you say this. I love that because then that just helps me out. Then I learn more. I don't have an ego like, oh, what do you mean? I did it bad. Like, it just fucking
Correct.
helped. Like, and
Yeah.
with all that stuff though. But
I agree 100%.
this light here, I already forget it.
Hi,
I'll get it to you. Angela,
Angela.
what is up? All right, so Gina, let's get into this, folks. Let's get into this.
Yes.
Mr. Tony Iommi, who was basically the main producer on this. Whenever you see Sabbath, though, self-produced, though, Tony was absolutely, he was the guy
Yeah.
pushing the buttons. And even when Rick Rubin came back, though, when they tried, like they were all frustrated because that wasn't the way that they produced and stuff. And he was, they never had someone else, with that lineup. You know what I mean, Gina?
Exactly. Yeah. I understand.
I'm hitting this thing though, and I don't know why it's not. Hold on, folks. Thing is stuck.
It's okay.
No, I'll fix it. Go ahead, Gina. Talk to him. Say hello.
So this is album number 5, right? Right, Loomis? Or
Yes,
Loomis?
this is album.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
did. All right. Here we go. Yes, album number 5. This is
Released November 30th,
volume 4.
1973. They were at Clearwell Castle, and
Oh God.
and that's in the dungeon. They were, I guess, rehearsing. I believe. I'm not sure if they recorded or rehearsed there. I didn't get every part of that. It just was very vague, the information I had. But they it was kind of creepy. They kind of would scare the piss out of each other there, and
Well, yeah. Did you hear the story about fucking Bill? Like he had to fucking get out of there. Like
well,
with
he
like
used to sleep with a dagger. Yeah, he was the one. He got the worst of it. Yeah, but Ozzy and Tony Iommi did see a black figure walk into the armory, but when they went in there, no one was there. So it
That's
wasn't
like with Geezer with Black Sabbath. He said though that Ozzy gave him a witchcraft book, and he said that night when he woke up, he said figure in black, which points at me. The book that Ozzy
right.
gave him, it was like I forget what century it was. I don't want to be wrong on you too, because people are like I got to be right. But if someone does have the right answer, please just let us know. It's like when someone responds like with the right answer, they have to go ha ha ha. I know, like just try to go and educate. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about now, but I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be I mean, doing it in a dungeon alone, and honestly, they were all hyped up on the drugs still. That didn't stop.
Oh, well, Tony's. Do I still have the Pibble from Volume 4? They were gacked to the gills, and I'm not judging. I mean, I was fucking.
Yeah,
I did. I don't judge. Oh no, I took that one
that
down.
was a good one.
I only have that. Tony, what is this?
They
get rid of that. That was from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, lifetime achievement winner Ozzy Osbourne. Congratulations. That's fucking well deserved, and I wish that he got to see it. And because he's as everyone says, he's a Satanist.
We never realised that fucking black magic was real.
Right.
We thought it was just a fucking Hollywood way of making money.
People thought you were like into black magic and
We started
evil.
getting invites to fucking midnight at the cemetery, black mass. What the fuck's this?
Congratulations, though, to the man that saved so many from afar.
Absolutely.
That picture right there, I absolutely love.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fucking awesome, though. Good for you,
Yeah.
Oz.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about, like, how we said, like, this never be monetized, whatever. This then just throwing up clips or whatever. That's and the engagement and all that stuff. Just knowing that many people though are watching it and all that because you see in the studio, I love it. He's just so
Yeah.
universally loved. Like, how could you not like? Even the people who don't like his music, you like him. And I know we're supposed to be we're talking about the album, but I did know.
Okay, there.
It just dawned on me though that this just happened though a couple days ago.
Right.
So
Right.
I wanted to share that,
Right.
obviously, and well deserved. Well
Yeah.
deserved.
Definitely.
Like his family says, he wouldn't even believe all the stuff that's going on if he was here, but he did
No.
get to see on social media because he wasn't on social media, but he was after the Back to the Beginning show, and he got to see like the reviews, and he was all into it. So, yeah, hey Ozzy, fucking right. Love that smile. Yeah, I love that picture. I love it. Ozzy said if Sabbath didn't fire him, he would have died. Well, yeah, and what people don't understand though too is that he was going through a real lot. Like first of all, they were all they were all bad, but he abandonment issues right then and there, and that's why I think he hung on though to like Sharon though, because that was like his safe place. Because think about it, he bullied like growing up. He had to go do what do you call it, a little bit of juvenile prison time, and then gets out of there and he wants to start a band, and his father though buys that for him, but his father dies, and that crushed him. He was already an
Right.
addict, and he was already like sick of like from like that to coming. So like he was dealing with that, and he was
Right.
just he was a mess, and he was still
Right.
signed by Jet Records, and they didn't get rid of him, as everyone knows, and then that's when everyone came to play, and then what do you call it, Blizzard of Oz though came out, and could no, I don't even want to say that on in this episode because this episode is for Black Sabbath. But I was just I said something to a friend, and I was just like, could you imagine? I guess listen, we're wide open. Like we could say it. Actually,
Right. Hey.
do you imagine like like Tony Iommi like fires though Ozzy though, and next thing you know though, Blizzard of Oz comes out, and then Diary of a Madman. They were like, holy fuck. Do you imagine? Because like when you think that you're firing him, like you just think, all right, he's done. It's over. And people got to realize Ozzy wasn't Ozzy as big when he was at Sabbath. He wasn't the Ozzy that the whole world like knows, like as his soul self. So it wasn't that big. Him actually becoming solo though blew up though at Sabbath even more when they reunited and all that too in 97 in a reunion. The Last Supper, though, that's a good thing, but they need a bit. I have that audio, but they need to make it where you see the full concert. But it's a great. You ever see that? The Last Supper, Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this about the albums: Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, I fucking love, and Spiral Architects, my fucking jam. All right, and I love Ozzy's vocal melodies in this because he's more. And the next album, you know what song I'm talking about? When Sabotage comes out. This album's a little bit more progressive, and he starts belting away more, and especially on Sabotage, it's like wow, like he gets he's like he doesn't just have a distinct voice that's like sounds like he's a legit fantastic fucking blues singer, like soul, and that's what's starting to happen here after Master Reality, and then they're fucking out of their minds, gacked to the gills. When he hit the fucking button, he's with the roadie and fucking he's like, I don't want to fucking throw this down the toilet. But I know that feeling looking out the fucking window. I remember telling my buddies, yeah, come on, we'll just get a hotel room. We'll be fine. Next thing you know, we had to make sure we had both of them on both sides. That didn't help. Next thing you know, we're unscrewing the vents. Don't fucking do fucking drugs. Don't do drugs.
I watched someone go in a bathroom and flush a 1/4 pound of blow down the toilet within like 30 minutes. I was after doing like 2 lines. I was like, I don't know what was in that, but man, it really must have been good stuff. Crazy stuff.
What did you do? You What'd you get rid of?
Someone I was just kind of hanging out with before I even did anything. He did a couple lines, and he had a 1/4 pound of cocaine, and he did like a few lines or whatever. I don't know how much he did, because he could have been up for days for all I know. Because I was still
Yeah, I'm
kind of,
sure he was. I'm sure
yeah.
he was gone.
I don't know. Yeah. So
Quarter pound. A quarter pound's a
what's
lot.
it? All gone. Yeah, he got paranoid. I guess I don't know.
Wait. Oh, he
Weird stuff.
flushed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I got it.
Yeah. Crazy stuff, man.
And let's
So
just like, did I see Victrola? Yeah, what's up, Victrola?
Victrola. Congrats, Ozzy. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
family.
Sorry, folks, about drifting out talking about
I
what
know.
drugs. We just listen. I want people to know who's new here. We're not. I'm not a scientist. Like, okay, and then in 1973, self-produced by Tony Iommi and fucking this and
Mhm.
that. And this was, and then at the next album, no, is when the cocksucking fucking management manager, now I can't think of his name,
Right.
who was ripping him off, but I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, my point being is these lives, like we just have fun, like with the chat,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like it's more laid back. It's not, what I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
scientific, like you know. But dope shirt, Loomis. What am I? I'm not even lying, Gina, because I just got a shower before I put.
No, you look
Oh yeah,
fine.
my Walter White shit. I haven't worn this in ages, but since my stuff's in my piano and everything's in, because I'm leaving in April, is in
Mhm.
storage. I opened up a bag of clothes and I was like, holy fuck, I forgot about all these shirts. And I found like fucking like 20 shirts that I have for my house
Yeah,
from when I
he's
came
right
here,
there.
and then stayed here to help my father.
Yeah.
73-inch and absolutely heavy as hell, timeless. Oh yeah, fucking 1973. And what was I gonna say? I'm telling myself that, not you, my man Kilo. But it is very heavy though, and it's different though than
Yeah.
just like, Master Reality to me, which is my favorite, as like it's a little bit more doom type feel. This one's like more progressive type feel, I feel like. And with
Right.
well, yeah, we won't talk about Sabotage, but I let you think this like, okay, so volume 4 and this album and Sabotage, like with what was going on in
Yeah.
their life, you can hear the music
Yeah.
come out. And Pat will
Yeah.
agree on the album, but Sabotage, there was lawyers in the studio while they were trying to make it. But that's next week's. I can't wait to do that one.
Yeah.
That's and I don't care. I'm playing. You know what I'm playing on the phone, and I
Oh
know
yeah.
at the end of the show, you just cut it out, and
Yeah.
that's it, because we don't
Yeah. No
monetize here,
biggie.
so it doesn't get straight.
Patrick did say that Rick Wakeman, he played the keyboard for
Yeah.
Sabracadabra, and his payment was in beer. That's
Oh,
all he
that's good.
wanted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then his son, though, Adam, though, plays with Ozzy.
Right. Right.
My mind is still like thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna see Ozzy this summer at Oz at when I just said that, I was just like, how I said it, like, yeah, he's and his son plays with Ozzy, Adam, and
Right.
I just had that thought like, oh, I'm gonna go see Ozzy, and I'm like, oh no, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I did find something out that I was like, wow, I did not know that was the song "Who Are You?" Ozzy composed that song on that Moog synthesizer.
Yeah, that's the
I
one that he
didn't know
pulls
that.
out for Jack.
Right. I didn't know that. Love that
Sabbath is
song.
Sabbath. If
Yeah.
you talk over it,
Great
something.
song.
So if you talk over it, though, I think it's all right. That
Yeah.
sounds best.
We'll hope so.
Better to just fucking listen to my annoying mouth, right?
That's what album to do. Yeah.
The way he's just screaming, it's just
Great
so.
song. Powerful. Very powerful. Like he's just belting it, man.
Pat, I know your album is next one, but like then you could hear his vocals just change, and like how he lets it really loose.
Yeah. Love that. It's insane. Love this
We
song.
got here. They wore crosses to fend off the curses of covenant. Yeah, that were made for them as well.
Yeah.
I cried when I saw Zach play a solo for Ozzy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Victrola. Thank you for your community post. You rock, Victrola. Victrola, I believe, won the month again. And you've been here since like day one, Victrola. Pat came on board. Gina, you've been here since day one. And the way all this is like going and stuff, looks like next week we're already going to hit 10,000 subscribers. So everyone out there, love yous.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ozzy lives.
Yes,
That's the hashtag.
You know,
that's the hashtag. Ozzy lives. July 30th, Ozzy Osbourne Day.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%, because he was even getting out of his marriage at the time, though, too. I think, though, they recorded some of this at his house. Or was that? No, that wasn't Volume 4. Yeah, I think they did. They recorded some of this at that house, or it might have been Sabotage, and then eventually, the lawyers ended up coming through, like with studios, but listen to this. So they're fucking around with piano and strings more too now, like
more introduced.
I love that though. Like that's my shit. I love it. That's why I love Ozzy solo. Like
Yep. Yeah, he took off, man. Sharon.
But the way though how he stays in keto, like he's in these songs, he's like screaming.
Like,
not like say he's like screaming, but he's saying, and he's changing with the pitch. It's just, I think Ozzy doesn't
more
get the
like
credit. No, I just don't think he gets the credit as being like, I think he's a phenomenal singer.
Absolutely.
And his vocal, and his melodies, his vocal melodies are fucking fantastic.
Right. No one like him. No one will ever be like him.
Yeah, he has an electronica voice, but like when he comes from the blues background, and but he has it in him though.
Yeah.
Remember I said that story where him and Geezer were in the rare breed, and what do you call Ozzy though was running around on the stage, and all the other the bass player at the time, because Geezer was a guitarist at first. He would play a lick of bass, and look at how he fucking plays now. It's ridiculous. But and he wasn't even like a crazy good guitarist, but they just wanted to play that bad. But they told Ozzy, hey, you can't run around like that. And Ozzy's like, what are you talking about? Like, I have to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so you could tell the music's in him. It's just fucking in him. And that's why he comes up with like very, very good vocal melodies over over a riff. Like, of course, with Sabbath, like NIB, you're going to follow that riff. Electric Funeral, you follow that. But I mean, when you listen to System of the Universe, everything.
Yeah.
And then even from Blizzard Diary, every fucking album.
Yeah.
I think his vocal melodies on Osmosis is just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that one too.
Like that album, like it's like you're not cool or something if you don't like the first two and then Jake or whatever for the second. I didn't say that. I'm just saying though that I don't know what it is about Osmosis. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. Like the first two are obviously Bark at the Moon stands on its own. And,
totally.
Ultimate Sin, the way it was produced different. That's one of my favorite songs of all time on it, though. Killer of Giants. That's
right.
That song.
And like I've said in the past, and I mean, it may not be in my generation what was big at my time. What was big at my time was way before that. So for that generation to pick up on Ozzy Osbourne with that album, it meant a lot to a lot of people. I mean, as much as maybe I say don't care for it as much because I'm kind of tainted from the other ones, different production, everything. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean it wasn't a good album, good songs, and put to it just wasn't probably put together the way that he
And
would like it.
mastered and just the way it was polished up
Right.
at the end.
But
The different
he
tones
got a
sound.
lot of
Yeah,
fans in that.
poppyish. Yeah.
Yeah. But you gotta, I mean, between those two albums, there was time. So, it was a good album. Just
It
not,
was like
did
when
not,
Metallica though went and did the Black Album with Bob Rock. And Bob
absolutely.
Rock,
True.
because he came from doing Dr. Feelgood and Bon Jovi and that stuff. So,
Yeah.
and yes, the Black Album, I don't care what anyone says, it's fucking amazing. It's a great
Oh, yeah.
album. Me and my
Oh, yeah.
friends around here, though, we used to always say, like, if Metallica fucking did, Kill 'Em All, even though it's
Mhm.
supposed to be called Metal Up Your Ass, but Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, Justice for All, with the bass a little
Mhm.
heavier, because that album's incredible. And then like the Black Album, it would be like the perfect departure album. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and then boom. But then though, they're
Right.
human beings though. They agree. I like though the other stuff. I don't think on Load. I used to be like fuck Load and Reload when I was little, growing up during it. Because they cut their
Yeah.
hair and Allison Chains was best breaking their balls, writing on the guitars, saying friends don't let friends cut their hair. And Kurt was wearing Lars had fucking makeup on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I remember these guys
Yeah.
from the one video and fucking all that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? The last
Yeah.
video, there's a guy who's awake, but can't. But I forget the name of that movie. But you're meant to you feel all that pain and like you can't do nothing to fucking like whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I don't know. I can't believe I just did that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
That was cute.
Yeah, I don't even know what clips I put up today, though. Let's just put up the
Yeah,
random
let's
no.
watch one.
Let's just put up a random clip.
I love
Guys,
that
hit the
picture.
subscribe button. And why not though? This is random, but we'll put up a clip of the legend.
When I first met Randy Rhoads, I was out of my face, and he came in about this big, this thin, in high-heeled shoes. But then I heard him play, and I just went, oh, me. And that was it.
As soon as he found Randy, it was like night and day. He was alive again. Randy, a breath of fresh air, funny, ambitious, just a great guy.
I knew instinctively that he was something extra special. He was like a gift from God.
We worked so well together. Randy and I were like a team, you know.
One thing that he gave to me was hope. He gave me a reason for carrying on.
No, I didn't even. So remember beforehand we did this. I was like, because during these lives, I used to put up random shorts or clips, but
Right.
I couldn't even see because you can't even see the files on the phone. I just threw up though a bunch, but yeah, Randy
I
Rhoads
sure do
was.
miss him. I'll be there on the 19th.
Well, you're right up the road, right? Up the mountain from
Yeah.
this mausoleum.
Yes. So I'll be going and getting some footage and maybe talk to a few people.
Pay your respects. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabotage. Ozzy's voice was so powerful. Yeah, exactly, Pat.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
did. I mean, I think Pat, that's probably the most that we talked about when we were on together about the that like I don't know how many times I put System of the Universe on at the end when they change it to the jazz like bluesy shuffle and then Ozzy just belts and
Right.
phenomenal singer. If you watch the documentary Speak of the Devil with Ozzy, they're like during the No More Tears time, you hear Elliot from Def Leppard be like, Ozzy showed everyone that you don't have to be a great singer. Ozzy was a great fucking singer. Like and he
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
now proves it. So
Come on now.
that clip though with Randy, it's from 9 Lives of Ozzy Osbourne. Anyone can watch that on here on YouTube. But
Mhm.
and this one though I see has been popping up though, but obviously I don't test people to pay. But Victrola, I know And I told anyone though that mail it, but you got it. This is a fucking good one. This is when he turned 60. This is God bless Ozzy Osbourne. Get this
Yeah.
DVD. Bill Ward's in it. Fucking they're all in it. It's just fucking fantastic. It's a great
Right.
DVD if you haven't
Right.
seen it. Linda, what's up? Pat the hand. What's up? Linda, I didn't even realize that was you. Oh, so by the way, Linda, I didn't write that on Instagram, and the description looks so like, oh God, it was like, let's dive into some crunchy, doomy heavy metal riffs, guys. I'm like, that wasn't me. Because I have everyone uses a little thing to polish up your words and stuff, and you guys would use description, you know what I mean? And that's what I did. I didn't usually I reword and stuff. And I don't know if you noticed it, Linda. I edited all that shit out. I was like, oh God, it's just so like not Chuck E. Cheese, but yeah, like corny-ish. Like, I don't fucking know what I'm talking about.
Not Loomis.
It's terrible.
Now, remember I told you about that Led Zeppelin thing, Loomis.
Yes. What about Led Zeppelin? Oh yeah, wait, you got that on what, Wikipedia?
Yeah, so Led Zeppelin showed up, and John Bonham wanted to play on Sabracadabra, and they didn't want to play Black Sabbath songs. Black Sabbath did. They just had a jam session, and it was recorded, but never released. So Zeppelin and Sabbath, there's a jam session out there, but it'll never be released. But pretty cool.
So they all got together and jammed, and it was just Zeppelin tunes. And
It was just a jam session. It didn't say Zeppelin tunes.
oh, like they all just plugged in and just jammed. They
Right.
probably rocked out some blues or something like that. And what? So did they say how much footage there is?
No, not at all. Just that it exists somewhere.
Because that's what I'm looking. I'm looking for that right now.
Right. It's
So
in. It's in there.
Sabbath and Zeppelin. Let's see. Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin were friendly Midland-based rivals who helped find. But no, well, let me see. You said there's a tape.
It's in Wikipedia.
Yeah, I know. Let me
That's
here it is.
where. That's it.
Where are the tapes from Black Sabbath's jam with Led Zeppelin? Oh, that's Ultimate Cosmo. That's What really happened with Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin? That's 2025. It's Ultimate Guitar Tabs. Louder Inside Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin's Lost Jam Session. The mystery. It's still like a mystery. The mystery of Black Zeppelin session revealed. Wait, no, because that's back in 2011, so it's not out there though. But I want to thank, and you know who you are though, for sending me those some very rare recordings and tapes that I'll let you, Gina. I'll let you have a listen to that are pretty fucking cool.
Okay, right on.
Rick Simpson knows what I was talking about though too as well. Though Rick Simpson was the dickhead manager who screwed over Sabbath, and that's what was going on. Yeah, he's the one. And he's the one that wanted to come back to him with the tapes, though, with the stuff after Ozzy died. And even that, too, like after Ozzy died and then try to. That's why, so I started this channel 2 days before he passed. And you can even see it on the date and the video I put up because I wanted to do this because I love talking music instead of talking the mafia all the time because that's in doing all that with the documentary I'm doing. I'm like, I love talking music. So after Back to the Beginning, I just wanted to do an Ozzy tribute though page. And then it fucking, we all know what happened.
Right. Here we are all together. One big happy Ozzy family,
Dark Warriors in the house. I just make sure I don't miss anyone. Pat Meehan. Yeah, Tony though is really though the one though that Pat Meehan though is just more like Billy Dick, the engineer, like but Tony though would produce and then Pat, but yeah, he's a producer. And then Simpson though is the manager. But what about Pat Meehan?
Pat Meehan.
Maybe I missed something.
Ringing a
Paranoid.
bell.
I heard Bill comment on Blizzard. So, yeah, oh yeah, no, he did. And Geezer loved it too, because Geezer was playing with Ozzy a lot. I'm just saying though, it's already known, like him and Tony though had like it was like big brother, little brother. And I like what
Right.
Jack Osbourne just told Billy Corgan. He goes, they were doing the sound check it back to the beginning, and Tony and Ozzy just looked at it as like, I'm just gonna get out there, look at the stadium, and just yell like in the mic, because I mean he's 17 days away from death, and
Right.
told by the doctor, if you do this show, you're gone. And he's like, yeah, all right, fuck it. And like for Ozzy Osbourne, though, I know it's so sad, but to go out that way, I mean,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Like Tony
Yeah.
Iommi said, he was like, right after he died, he told BBC, he's like, I don't know if he held out or if he knew that he was dying or whatever, but he goes, he didn't look well though during the rehearsals and all that. And then at the end, then towards the end of the video, he goes, and he knew that this would be his last thing. And he goes, fair play. He goes, fair, how they talk in Birmingham, fair play to him. He's done it. Like he done it. Like,
Yeah.
and
Right.
then afterwards, then he did a Comic-Con, and he got to enjoy looking at his phone for the first time, doing it like this, because he didn't do that
Right.
before COVID. So he got to see
But
some reviews. Yeah.
Tony
Which,
was the only one at the concert who gave him an honest opinion about his voice during
well, Jack
rehearsal.
said no. So Tony walked over
Right.
and goes, they're all Ozzy's in the throne, and like they're just doing sound check. And
Right.
even all the other bands like Billy Cord, they're all out there just watching
Right.
because it's Sabbath. And then Tony comes right over to him, like no sympathy at all, and just goes, you sound flat. And then Jack, I love what Jack Osbourne said. He goes, because Ozzy got real pissed at first, but
Right.
then that though like woke him. Like Jack goes, out of 40,000 people in that stadium and all the band members, there's one person who could tell my father that, and it's Tony Iommi.
Right.
They always were like big brother, little brother, and
Right.
and they fucking worked fantastic with each other.
Yeah.
When they were on when the planets aligned, but
Right.
and then obviously, when they reunited, I mean, we're talking, I can't believe 1997 is already fucking almost 30 years ago. No, it's wait, longer, right? No, is that right? With 97, because it's 97, that's
It's
the
almost
reunion.
30. 29,
Seven,
right?
oh yeah, so 29 days. So wow, they're 30 years. That's
Right. Right.
Listen,
Nuts,
kids, if you're in
isn't
your,
it?
I look at our age group that watches, and it's not a lot of like youngins, but if anyone's in their 20s out there, just don't fuck up. Don't waste your life on partying in your 20s.
No,
Just keep,
please
or
don't.
you have some fun though. Have some fun, experience life, do your thing. Don't do drugs because you can't. Because when we did them, it was actually the drug that it was called. Now there's fentanyl and all that, so you can't play around with that shit. So
Yeah.
just work hard and don't listen to me at all. Just do your thing.
Go
All
be
right.
one with nature.
What is going on with Pat Meehan? What about him? Sorry, Meehan. Thanks, Linda. I'm trying to figure that out.
I
At Villa next year. So are they
can't
going to do
think right now.
this show for the first Ozfest back? Listen, I'm
Yes,
going to tell everyone something.
I did see a new podcast put out by Ozzy and Sharon, and I had to save it because we were coming on. And it did say in the description about Ozfest coming back. So I haven't got quite to that point yet, so I can't really comment as to what they said about it. I can just say that's what the description said. So we'll go from there.
So in 2000, okay, it was 2002. Well, that was when I was front row, and I told you I was pissing myself, so I didn't lose the spot. He threw water on me, and then remember the security guard punched me. So, but that was 2002. We took like a crew of all of our people up. So like somebody outlaws, some fucking, we couldn't find everyone, like broken legs. One guy it was just fucking. It was a great time. I just miss everyone. Everyone's dead now. Like they are though. It sucks. They're dead already. It's like fuck. But anyway, Ozfest, man. And when I watched that back to the beginning, it just like, I put on obviously the headphones. I wasn't out there. I wish I could have been, but it's just like my whole life, like my buddy Anthony Turco said, who he makes cables for like professional musicians, like these amazing cables that the sound on them are just fantastic. But check out Amp Turco Sounds. Check that out. He works with professional musicians and stuff. But he was even telling me, he's like, it was like watching my whole childhood. Like, even though it wasn't Pantera, it's the celebration. But you see Anselmo, he's older and stuff like that. You see all the bands that like you grew up going to see get older and stuff. And then Ozzy, then I was so fucking nervous for Ozzy. I was shocked when I heard, I'm not gonna lie to you. I heard Ozzy. I'm gonna be a realist. I heard Ozzy in like 2017. Like some shows, he sounded awful, but I didn't give a fuck. It was Ozzy. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
He reached a status already where it's like, when it's going on, like you're just watching or whatever, boom. But and you can even find some of them on YouTube. But this show here that he did, I'm not saying he was perfect. I'm just saying though that he sang better than he did on some of those shows back in 2017 and 18. Because I believe the last one was at the Forum on New Year's Eve in 2018. I want to say, or was it 2019?
I don't know the years.
That was his last full show though. But what do we got? I was so young when I fell in love with Ozzy's vocal melodies. 3 in 1970. I learned new songs through osmosis from my uncle and brother playing album. That's my album.
Cool.
That's why I'm making did I get rid of that? I'm making a pre-record that's supposed to have already been out. What, Gina, 6 months ago? But it's actually, that's the thumbnail for it though, but it is though for osmosis. And because I just think Ozzy's vocal melodies in it are just insane. Insane. Tomorrow, that's I remember when I got that album because it was after No More Tears, and that came out, I believe, in '96. And I was a freshman in high school, and I remember we go over Gallery of Sound, and like you get the sample headphones, you put them on in the music store, and you get to listen to a fucking track and stuff. And I just heard the first track, Perry Mason. I was like, fucking boom, I'm in. And then but then I Just Want You comes on. And then everything though I was just like, holy fuck. And I loved the piano those songs, like old LA that I See You on the Other Side. Like they're just fucking beautiful, fucking classic fucking songs. Like that album. That was the album songs. I was like, all right, this album here, he's gonna start losing it, like how a lot of other bands they do. And I was like, holy fuck, am I wrong? And I just think it's some of his best vocal melodies. I'm not saying the music, I'm saying vocal melodies are fantastic. There she is, Silly, in the house.
Hi.
Oh, he's in the house.
Hi, Jersey.
Problem with his voice, especially the older he got, wouldn't stop screaming on stage. Well, because he was so excited. And you know what, oh, Jersey, when I seen him in 2003, with Jason Newsted, they just flipped because the year before I saw him with Trujillo, and then and it was a few shows, but I'm saying when I saw him with Jason Newsted, I remember the open War Pigs with the siren, and then fucking boom, and then they hit Crowley. It was a great set, but this was 2003, and then he had that ATV accident, and that ATV accident though, like ever since that though, it fucked up his shit though a little, he was already the music was already down tuned half a step. Because if you ever any musicians out there will know, like Mr. Crowley, D minor, but you got to play it in C sharp minor, which comes from the root. Well, that would come from the Ionian, and that would be E major. But that's what, when artists usually get older and they're losing their voice, kind of, that's when they tune down. So that's why y'all know he was tuned down even during what's it called? And I still love it because it sounds so dark. C sharp minor, Live and Loud, the No More Tears tour. That was that version of Crowley's also in C, like starts off in the C sharp minor, C sharp, E flat, E F sharp, G, and G sharp, E flat, G sharp, yeah. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I do with dropping the. Yeah, they have to at a certain point, but that definitely fucked them up though. But I think though, when his No More Tears ages, I think that was him in like his prime. Even though he was doing like a lot of drugs, that's when he got sober. And he was hitting the bong. Remember that thing? He's like heaven.
Yeah, but he was so good.
But if Ozzy's just hitting a bong, that's like fucking a normal person just having a cup of tea. That's nothing. So my
Yeah.
point being though is, and you could tell it'd be after a while, like during sessions, and he even said he didn't even go on stage a lot hammered. But he fucked up with Sabbath though at the Van Halen show, and he slept in the hotel room with the keys were, and they all thought that he was hurt. They didn't know where he was at, and that was the
Mhm.
beginning of the end too. But we're not there yet, because we're gonna
Yeah.
do all the albums on Into the Void here, me and Gina, and with all of yous, and we were doing Ozzy stuff, but then we decided though to come back and start over. We already did Black Sabbath, we did Paranoid, and we did Master of Reality, and then we did
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Volume 4, and then
Right.
that was the last. Yeah, that's the last one time we were on because I'd even do an Ozzy
Yeah.
live.
Yep.
Yeah, these
Yep.
Ozzy lives though are just what was I gonna say? Random. Like I just like
Yeah.
to just go boom, and if I just want to come out here and talk to the chat, that's what it's about. And don't forget, everyone, the door is always open on those too. If you
Right.
want the link dropped, you could come on. Anyone could come on.
Right. Right.
Dark
We're
Warrior,
welcoming everybody.
my man, what
Hey,
is
Dark
up?
Warrior.
Thank you. Thank you, my man. Sing an album pitch for BS and Ozzy is really hard. I understand that voice changes as we age. Yeah, but Ozzy's like, he doesn't just have the, like, yeah, he has a distinct voice, but he's a great singer, and he proves it with the albums that we're talking about now. And also some of the early work that Gina, I'll sell you. I mean, I'll send you fucking like 15 tracks before they were Black Sabbath after this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ozzy had to be himself on stage. He couldn't just sing. He needed to scream, dump buckets. Well, in Jersey, the thing is, though, with Sabbath, even though this, this isn't, it could be about whatever the fuck it's alive. So, exactly, it came to a point with Sabbath where Tony was like in the middle and Ozzy had to stand to like the left of the stage. And then
Right.
nobody was with the Randy and stuff, and he could just be loose and it'd be himself. And then, let's be honest, got to give Sharon Osbourne the marketing aspect of Ozzy. Just think about that. He was all drunk. It wasn't even a publicity study. Bites that off a dove. That gets around, and you happen to have a song like Crazy Train. So then, boom, that fucking blows up though right there. And then, and then the mystique though with the bat. And he's like, of course the one in the DVD. Don't blame me. He's like, the bat was a complete freak of accident, complete freak of nature. He goes,
Right.
he's like, but I milked it a bit. He's like, because I want to make some fucking dough. So, but the way Sharon, I remember when I was in high school, like my man Pete should have the Ozzy shirt on, and he's hitchhiking, and it said hell. And what was the shirt that I had on? It was just like Ozzy's fucking. I had like the cross from the one tour. Actually that was my background on this show before I got the studio thing and stuff like that. But because I'm on the road basically, not living here. But what was it? Help me out, Gina. I have ADHD real bad, folks, just so you know, diagnosed like fucking
So do
2020.
I. So it's not helping me either. You were talking about shit. You lost me on your background, bro.
I know. I could do that.
Shit. I don't know, Loomis. I was lost
Let's
myself.
see. They good through a range of tuning, standard C sharp, D sharp, which is E flat, and an osmosis was in a C drop variation. That's what they. Yeah, so if you listen to like Blizzard and Diary and stuff like that, like for example, if they replayed, and I actually play it in G sharp minor, and I do it in A, but the Diary of a Madman, like the intro on piano, it's A. But if they were I heard a live version of it, and they were doing it like in the G sharp minor, half step though down, and that's normal though. Now Sabbath though with Tony with his fingers though, they just had to tune down the C sharp, and that's what gave him. And his, it's David Gill, as you know. I'm
Right.
not a guitar player, but I know fingers have a lot to do with tone, and David Gilmour proves that. And regardless of what pedals you get, of course, pedals work, but to find your tone in your fingers, but the little leather squabs that he was using and down tuning that much, and then the strings he used gave him that more than what did he use? Laney, right? Iommi used Laney amps.
I think so. I think so.
Tony Iommi used what kind of amps? No, well, I know they're high gained too, man. Yeah, Lady. Okay, yeah, Lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just crazy. It's like they're created like by God. Like he went to work that last day and lost his 2 fingers, and then he was gonna fucking stop, but then he saw Django Reinhardt, who's like one of the best guitar players in the world, who only plays though with 2 fingers, and
Right.
then that kept him going. And Django Reinhardt is, you ever hear him play?
I have. Not a
Oh, he's
lot, but I
fantastic.
have.
The way though how he goes good, he was in a fire, and like that's
Yeah.
why his. Could you imagine? But imagine if the other fingers were free. Like he's so good, so
Yeah.
good, folks. Check out Django Reinhardt if you never heard of. Fantastic variation.
Mm.
Amen. Django Reinhardt, you were right. It was Robert Plant that told this to Ozzy. How does it feel to meet the greatest singer? No, it was David Bowie.
No,
That was.
it was Robert Plant. It wasn't David Bowie, it was Robert Plant.
Who told you that?
Sharon Osbourne said that.
No, she said it, and she's like, I'm going to say the name, but then she said, I'm not going to say the name, and she didn't say the name. Wait, when they're sitting at the table?
I think, well, that, hey,
Listen, do you
I've
remember
been
when
wrong.
after Ozzy passed, they're all sitting at the table, and Kelly's sitting there, Jack's across from her. Jack's talking about like when Tony Soprano got on his knees and kissed Ozzy's ring. Right there, she says one of the biggest singer, and she's like, and then Kelly's like, I want to know who that is, but they never say it on that.
I
Did they say it
don't
after?
know if what I saw was real or what's going on, but I know I saw.
Yeah, you
I
got
had
it.
to
You
see
know, I'm going to tell you
something.
something right
I
now.
don't know, huh?
You sent me one thing one time, and I'm not going to name the other person that did too, but they were AI things. It was like about a story, not you, but someone sent me something about a story of Ozzy going into a bar and buying special needs kid music
Oh, no,
lessons
no, 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 no.
and
I
built
don't
a
touch any of
school.
that.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
listen,
no.
as beautiful as that sounds, that is not real. It's like, where are we heading in history, folks? With
Yeah, it's
this
getting pretty
channel,
bad.
besides being unmonetized, Gina, you know, I am, even with the editing, I won't edit. You will never,
Yeah.
ever see AI used. Like when I read a comment and I see someone's like, that's AI, like with the Muppet thing I put up the other day with the Ozzy and
Yeah.
Fozzy, but he called that's AI. But I'm like, you'll never fucking see AI in this
No.
channel. Everything is real on this channel, and
Right.
bet your ass on it, it's real, and not
Right.
a story of like, let me fucking dictate how the future, how history should be, because people don't like look at the library fucking books anymore. And I mean, I still love reading books and stuff. But my point being, like with AI, history is going to be so like final. I don't know. I'm a history buff, and I just think that we're heading in a fucking terrible fucking well, Gina,
Yeah.
the world. You were right. It was Robert Plant. Ozzy and Water Buckets. You're talking about the Earth songs. I heard them. Well, yeah, there were ones that were out though from years ago, but then the ones though that just though came out. If that's what you're talking about. Someone
That's
just
pretty
emailed it
cool.
to me,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to say because I don't think, just on the slide, just being like here. And I was like, fucking, I'm sorry, but Ozzy's on him. Somebody emailed me. I'm going to fucking listen to him.
Right. Right.
Fuck out of here. Did anyone go to the Ozfest where Ozzy got the audience wet at the end and they shot out? Oh, yeah, everyone. That was pretty much everyone. He would shoot out the freaking foam and all that, and the feathers would always pop out. Absolutely. I love that. Sometimes
I
two white
never
ones,
will.
and then I collected a bunch, of the black feathers of me on the ground. Ozzy had a blast. I remember my friend Jessica, she came to a party, and it was I went to the same Ozfest, but not in art. And she went like New Jersey, and I already saw the same show here, like probably 2 days prior. And she used to collect every of those black feathers all the time. But oh yeah, that was signature. And then when Sabbath reunited, even in '97, that's what they did
Yeah.
in Camden, New Jersey. Ozzy was the heavy metal madman. Always,
Yeah.
always. You know what Ozzy was too? Like from the first song to the last song, everyone's in it like it's just the beginning. Always.
Yeah.
It's like a fighter that's like fighting, like he's in the first round and the 10th.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable. Like that's why I like when people say, I'm not being biased, but when I say greatest frontman of all time, a frontman to me should be okay, right? We already have the records, we already have, we already are at home and we already listen to the stuff on vinyl and all that type of or tape or CD. We know what it sounds like, right? But when you're
Right.
going to see him live, you know the tunes and all that though, but like you also it's okay if it's not fucking identical. Someone's just
Right.
standing there like this and performs and does a couple wavies like this. I
Yeah.
like how Ozzy would fucking run around to bring people up on fucking remember with the security guard when
Yeah.
he goes, get out of here, and he let the guys sing war. That was in Allentown.
Yeah.
He let the guys fucking sing War Pigs with them. That was during the
Yeah.
No More Wars tour. And he told the security, he's like, get out of here. You hear him scream. And the other guy, I mean, it probably took what a moment. And he got to
Yeah.
sing War Pigs, fucking him and Ozzy back and forth. And Ozzy was like, come on, put his arm around him. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, looking out to the fucking 15,000 people.
Yeah.
That was a fucking cheat. Even though that guy probably got fucking kneecapped in the nose and fucking put through a window afterward. Well deserved.
It's totally worth going to see live versus just, I mean, it's never going to be
Let me
perfect.
just go with this though. A
Mhm.
good frontman to me isn't just, I'm not talking they're singing.
Right.
Like it's someone that just keeps me engaged. And
Mhm.
even when I'm right in front of Geezer, who I mean, I was engaged with. I mean, the way he attacks the bass is unbelievable. But Ozzy, even though he doesn't have an instrument or nothing, there's just something that gravitates you towards him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't care who you are. You could be watching fucking an Iommi a fucking solo, the whole thing. If Ozzy's running around, I guarantee you'll look away just to see what Ozzy's not doing for some reason, which is fucking
Right.
like that. The way that he kept, like Jersey said, I personally think that and I seen, you named the band, I definitely seen them live. I think he is the best. And I'm not talking talent, like someone will be like James Hetfield, just down picks and sings. He's the best front man. I'm not talking that. I'm talking who fucking lets the audience fucking like, hey, welcome to my party. Let me show you how I host a party.
Right.
And
He
fucking
kind of acts
Ozzy
like
does it the best.
he's part of us. He's not above us. He's making
Yeah.
us laugh. He's giving us a good time.
He's
You don't
authentic
feel like
as
you're
fuck.
getting gypped out of your money ever. The energy there, you're feeding off everyone's energy, mostly theirs, I mean, it's great. It's great to go.
No, but I'm saying as a fucking front man, like it's like
Right.
if you go to see whoever, Tom Petty, R.I.P., who I
Yeah.
love, you go see him, like I saw him up at the arena. It's like you walk in there and you're like, oh, I'm inside Tom Petty's house. I'm gonna enjoy his party or whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like when I go to Ozzy's house, so
Yeah.
to speak,
It's like
it's a
Ozzy's got
fucking like
ADHD.
let's do whatever we have in our pockets and let's
Mhm.
fucking go crazy. And
Right.
but start to fucking finish. I'm sitting next to someone's in a wheelchair and he's still like this darn paranoid. Like,
Right.
I'm just saying, like, that's Ozzy has that effect. He's
Right.
fantastic. And
Right.
for Jet Records to not release him after he got fired from Sabbath, and Sharon and stuff said that she knew she saw something though in him, and the way how you could say what you want, the way how he was marketed, just like with this shit right here, like like that look with the face and like the darkness and all that. That all really
Right.
comes though from her, the marketing aspect
Right.
stuff, and the songs he sang about. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to sing about Mr. Crowley. He wanted to sing about like The only one with Diary though of a Madman, though, he told Lee, he goes, who the fuck do you think I am? Frank Zappa? That's the only song because he's so used to like the 4-bar blues and Sabbath. Diary of a Madman with chord changes, which is great too, because it should have chord changes, and that song is such a masterpiece. I know we're talking Sabbath. We're actually not even really talking Sabotage though, but I'm just saying though, for my whole life, Gina, though, with this man, when you go to his house, so to speak, it was always a fucking blast. And to think, I remember 20 years ago, my buddy Pete, like Ozzy might be dying after the ATV accident. Everyone always thought Ozzy was dying. The way how he went out though, like in a throne, and he was embarrassed, like, sitting down, like watching, you saw, I don't know if you saw in the fucking documentary where you're like, he was watching them all rehearse for the Hollywood, for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he was like embarrassed because he couldn't be up there doing it. But my point being is, though, him sitting on a throne, like, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Ozzy Osbourne, like his final show on it, it's just fitting, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's just, it is. And I don't want to sound selfish because it sucks that he's dead. You know what I mean? But he'll never die.
No.
As many people out there try to knock him down or say this or that or try to be a troll, good fucking luck, because you ain't gonna fuck with Ozzy.
No.
Ozzy,
I love that.
Osbourne.
I love that.
And just the way how they all went out though too, and like everyone there, it's just unbelievable. I remember too, though, and that's when I started the page. I put up the day before, I put up the thing with him and Zach, and then that's when I put up the RIP. I couldn't even believe it. Even Keith called me from the other channel, and he's like, "Listen, man, I understand if you don't want to do a show tonight, but Keith said it too. He goes, Loomis, I'm not into like me as hardcore, obviously, as you are, but everyone knows Ozzy and loves Ozzy. But he goes, I don't know the pain he was in at the end of his life and all that, but he's like, think about it. He went out doing what he loves. And plus afterwards, he went to a Comic-Con, which he loves doing, and got to see all the fans and stuff. So he did that for a week. And and I couldn't believe, though, I don't want to keep harping on it, but I thought, like, well, Sharon knew because she told Jake E. Lee. I don't know if you saw the interview. She gave Jake E. Lee a special key. And this is on Jericho. If you haven't seen that interview with Jake E. Lee, it's fantastic. But Sharon comes up to him, gives him a special key, and she's like, I want you to go talk to Ozzy again at later on at the end. And Jake goes, okay, yeah, I will. And Sharon grabs his arm and she's like, no, you don't understand. You have to talk to him. He doesn't have much time. So she was like, obviously she's monitored on everything. And like, they're checking his blood pressure every second. And the doctors told him that he's dead if he does this show. And and he went down and he died in the gym, like he was working out. Like he wasn't supposed to work. Like, so that just goes like, listen, he loved his family. I think number one and number two, like he couldn't live without like that. I think he's just the ultimate, like he is that, like he can't live without it. Like his fans and like Henry Rollins said, I love that story. He's like, we're opening for Ozzy, but he's telling Joe Rogan. He didn't even say his name yet. He goes, one time we're opening up for a huge rock star. And Rollins is telling this to Joe Rogan. He's like, huge rock star. And he comes up to me and he goes, hey, anyone out there? And then fucking Rollins is like, Rogan's like, who was it? And then Henry Rollins goes, Ozzy. And Joe Rogan starts dying. Henry Rollins is like, not only are there people out there, they're oiling the fucking place up at WD-40 to push the other 1,000 in. Like, so Ozzy was always insecure, no matter what. And then now with the technology age, one time he got to see the end of that show and how great. It's like, that's great that he got to see that. I just wish that he got to see that more, though, and stuff. And it's heartbreaking, though, with the house. I mean, I didn't realize he was only at the house that long. And that she got all ready for him and stuff. Like that was just, it's crazy. David said all the work it took just to get him over there was crazy because the sepsis is what really started fucking him up, and with his immune system and all the drugs that he did in his life, and just being that old. That's why the chemo didn't work for my father, because someone with the same cancer my father had, if they were in their 30s or 40s, they might survive. But when you're 74 years old, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just the way that it goes. But yeah, I miss
Right.
Ozzy.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to see
That's
that
what.
Robert Plant source. If anyone doesn't mind sending that to me.
I'll see if I
That'd be
can
good.
find it. I
Yeah.
believe it was Jack that said it. I think it was something
Well,
I heard
then
Jack
if
say.
well, then that's the very good
Yeah.
source. You must be West Coast. Mass Singer already was on here. Look at that one, Jers. Look, oh, there he is, Vaz. What's up? I always miss Gen X. I can't wait to see the episode. Great to see you, buddy.
Baz. Love Vaz. He's
Henry
been here
Rollins is
since the beginning as
badass.
well.
Yeah, Rollins is intelligent. No, I'm East
Yeah.
Coast. And yeah, I forgot it was on. Are you Connecticut, Vaz? You're not too far from me. I think Monday night just
I
having
think Vaz is, I don't know.
San Francisco Bay, Miss Gen X. I got some
Yep.
friends out in Cali. But one of my best friends is in Fresno.
Hell
But
yeah,
hell yeah,
Dana.
Gina. And I'm gonna be here till the
Be here
end
to
too.
the end.
That's what's up.
No end, my friend.
I'm
No end.
loyal.
You're going to take over. You can
Oh
take
yeah,
over
that's
when we're
right. That's
done.
right. Yeah, but look, he said I used to be Connecticut and now in Florida, so I wasn't
Right.
totally wrong.
Right.
Gracie, by the way, thank you for putting the screen. So what she does, for example, Gina, on her Instagram,
Mhm.
like if we're doing a live show,
Right.
she'll like before we come on, like she'll take a picture of her TV in her living room and like post it up on her Instagram. So thanks for doing that,
Right.
Grace. We really appreciate it. And
And
we're really gonna work on every Wednesday is going to be the clockwork time at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Don't ask why 05. The top of the hour, I always fall. Something happens. So we do 8:05 and on Loomis Standard Time. No, but 8:05 p.m. Eastern
yeah.
is the time. Just so you all know. And don't forget about the Princesses of Darkness Diary of Mad Women on Facebook. Great group. If you just want
Right.
Ozzy, listen, Ozzy's energy is the best. That's why I love making the little short clips and throwing them up. So any group that with good solid people, and Linda, Angela, all of them are fantastic people. And
Yeah.
also, I don't know if you were reaching out, Linda, on the Facebook though, but for some reason, for about 6 days, I couldn't get into my Facebook, which was weird. Some security thing because it says you have enough followers to where where a lot of people could see your kind. So I was like, yes, so. And then fucking they
Right.
kept saying, they said, take a picture, move your head to the right. I swear to God, if you saw a camera of me by myself, I'm screaming at it, going, you want a fucking piece of my blood? Because every time I was fucking turning, it was like, no, do it again. I'm like, fuck. And then I had this little oval. And I'm like, this, trying to get my head in the nugget. You ever see those nuggets? It's like, hey, you ever see the egg? Oh, fuck, I swear to God, like, 2 hours. And then I just was like,
yeah,
I'm
I've
done.
done that.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I even told with the
Yeah.
promotion for the documentary, I even told Joe, I said, listen, my Facebook's done. I go, I can't do this anymore with this egg thing. Like my face wasn't matching up to it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because I
You know
had
what I
when
mean?
I
Yes.
started this new Facebook, I had one
Like I'm
prior,
going on an
and
airplane.
I didn't delete my old Facebook, but whatever. I had two of the same people, so I had to do the same thing, and I finally just gave up. I said, I really don't need the app that bad, and then finally it just kind of opened up for me. So really
No, I
strange.
know.
It took me
I know.
forever. I was doing the same thing, so I totally understand.
Oh, I stopped and I swear. So I waited 6 days, 6 fucking days. And then all of a sudden, because I was looking at pictures for Jordan's episode and I fucking clicked on it and it was a Facebook link. And all of a sudden I got into Facebook because I wasn't even allowed to get into Facebook to create any different. I'm like, what's going on here? And I don't
Right.
do the meta on that. I have a decent amount of followers for just me, but I have the meta on Instagram. So my point though is I don't know what the fuck happened, but I also do my friend Linda's who she is. So maybe because of that
Right.
one as well, that she's got, I don't even know, like close to like 50,000. Like, and then we just started it like 4 months. And Mark Wahlberg, that
Right.
movie's is going to be coming out soon. So that page is going to explode.
Right.
I still
Right.
gotta get the Bark at the Moon fucking doll that she got for me.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
That's okay, Loomis. Yeah, that's what happened. At least they let me an Instagram. Loomis kicking his YouTube plaque and punching. No YouTube plaque here, buddy.
No plaque.
I'd pay to watch that too. Gina, what's your name on Facebook? I will send a friend request.
Gina Elliott with 2 L's and 2 T's.
Yeah, Pat, I'll just send it to you. Hold on. Yeah, I was hitting Facebook like, wait, what's this? Following last month's Ozfest 2027 social media teaser, Sharon Osbourne has announced that the event will be back next year, appearing at the Minim Conference in Cannes Film Festival. She said that the legendary festival, which she found alongside late husband Ozzy, will absolutely be making a return in 2027. Yes, we're gonna do it, Sharon confirmed. The last one we did was 2018, New Year's Eve. It was just a month before Ozzy got sick, and that was at the Forum in LA. And there were no plans to stop it. We were still going to do it, but Ozzy couldn't. Despite losing her husband last summer, she explained that the couple had been having conversations about Ozfest existed, even if Ozzy wasn't around. Yeah, it's a brand, she told him. It will work
Right.
without you. To which the Prince of Darkness replied, we should do it. Well, I know Ozzy would want concerts to go on, but I'm just going to say, I remember me and Chris were doing the Ozfest episodes.
Mhm.
Right after he died, like right after Ozzy
Yeah.
passed, I believe it wasn't that Monday. I forget what day did he pass on a Wednesday, was it?
I don't remember.
It was like it was during the week. It wasn't a weekend. It was like Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe, maybe Thursday. I'm trying to fucking no, it wasn't Thursday. Yeah, it was Wednesday, I think. And then that weekend, that was it was just so weird because everywhere I'd swipe my phone, it was all Ozzy. Even like the cops out in fucking LA, like the LAPD were fucking like hitting their sirens, and my mom coming home was blasting by the Hollywood stairs, and they were all in it, just everywhere, flooded with fucking. You saw the love and support the guy got. I mean, they said over in the
Yeah.
UK, it was like it's like almost Princess Diana, like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday.
There you go.
Tuesday. I'm missing something. What would you pay to watch? The
I don't know.
was I talking about this earlier? This you could know. I think it's like $2, and it's God Bless Ozzy Osbourne. It's a fantastic DVD. You'll love it. Sabbath and Bill Ward's in it. We fucking did it. Like maybe you'll see it, and it's when he turns, and it's great. So
Mhm.
check that out. But what are they talking
Yeah.
about? Pat Show.
I don't
the
know.
beat, Hot Show Gracie. What the fuck? Ha ha.
I don't know.
I missed a joke.
They're amongst
Tuesday.
themselves. Yeah.
It was Tuesday. I never forget it because my dog dies 2 days later. Don't even get me
Oh
started.
man. Yeah.
Morning. Did I
But
tell you
today's
my
been
story? I mean, Miss Gen X, did I tell you my story about my dog too?
pretty
So
bad.
I've been doing this for a while. I still have the treats right here because it always be on my lap. But my dog Ozzy, died. Then the real Ozzy died, and then my pops died, and then my sister, then his sister died 3 weeks after. So 2025 for me can go fuck itself. But you got to move. Life don't wait.
Call.
I'm so sorry though that you lost all your dog though.
I
Because that's terrible. To me, I like them almost better. I do like them better than humans. I'm just being honest. But go on.
I do too. I cry more for my puppy. I had a call come through, and it looks like it might be something from home. Something I might need to call back on.
Oh shit!
So
I didn't
I'm gonna
realize we
have
are
to
an
jump
hour and
out.
20 minutes. Good dice, Gene.
It's okay. And had I
Well,
not got
listen,
the call,
close off at
I'd
least. What do
stay.
you want to close off though with Sabbath Bloody Sabbath though? What's the tune that you like the best on there?
For me,
Yeah.
well, I always love the instrumental songs that Tony does. I just, that to me is a great song. But of course, I'd have to say, um, Sabracadabra, Spiral, Architecture and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I mean, you know, it's just
That's my
those
three.
three
No,
songs
Spiral
are
Architect,
right.
Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and Spiral.
Spiral.
No, I said Spiral Architect.
Right. But that's
Spiral
love. I don't
Architect,
know. Yeah.
Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and Sabbath I would say, but I mean
Right.
they're all fucking great. Even Fuzz,
Right.
they're all
Right.
fucking great. The instrumentals, like you said too, I love, and
Yeah.
like even like going back to the album Paranoid. How do you pick the best song? And Black Sabbath, and Master of
Oh,
Reality. Well,
too hard.
Into the Void though, the song Into the Void is just ridiculous. I mean, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they all are in their own
I
way.
know. Yeah, oh damn! I think that's the ultimate metal fucking creation song, Into the Void. It's so
Yeah.
fucking. Oh my god. Um, I loved it. Oh, nice.
Let me,
Finally, someone's on here who's seen it. Angela,
yeah.
you seen it? Oh, Gina. Okay, I know you got to go. I'm gonna wrap. I'm gonna say
Yeah, I
goodbye.
gotta go. I'll
Right
say
here.
goodbye to you all. You say goodbye to everyone. Bye, Loomis. Bye, everyone. I'll see you all next week. We're going to be talking about what's next.
The sixth album,
There we go. Okay. Bye, everyone. Yeah, there you go.
Sabotage,
Bye,
and
Loomis.
that's the one with the lawyers and all that stuff. And also, what was I gonna say
Yeah.
to you? And Ozzy's vocals are great, and I can't wait to get to that one. That one's Pat's favorite album.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say to you? Of Sabbath. Thank you though for taking the time and doing this. And I will be in
No
touch with you
problem.
because I want you to have access somehow to be able to see the comments. So we
Right.
gotta figure out how to make that work
Okay.
for next week.
We'll do that. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it's just me. All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you next week. Have a good one.
All right.
Sorry.
Thanks, Chip. All right, that was Miss Gina. She's the best, and that's what this channel is all about, ladies and gents. Is Gina put up some pictures of her at Randy's mausoleum, and then I always put the email down, and she came on, just wanted to come on to start doing this, what we're doing. So anyone's welcome on. 2 other people, I don't need to be on. I could just set it up and get you on. I don't mind doing just like what Patch showed at night. Go check that out in the live section if you want to hear Pat's band, Madhouse and Ozzy tribute. But go to the 17-minute mark. But if you need to get in touch, email Ozzy Osbourne tribute page at gmail.com. Approaching 9,000 subscribers in only like 5 days. I love it. Just shows how loved Ozzy is, and this channel will forever be unmonetized. It's for the true diehard fans, and anyone could come on. And I may have started it with the email or just or that, but I don't look at this like it's my channel. Like this is legit. I know I say it every week. It's probably tiresome, but I'm always gonna say it. This is our fucking channel, and the door is open for anyone. You don't need a fan. You don't need a Wikipedia and IMDb's and you're a fan. Okay, come on in. That's all. That's all. We all bleed red. Take care, Gina. Bye, guys. Angela, thank you very much. The Diary of a Mad Woman, The Princesses of Darkness, Diary of Mad Women. So you're saying the album, but check them out on Facebook. Great group over there. Tell them Loomis sent you. Don't forget to comment later. Yeah, thank you for that, Angela. I appreciate that. Comment, share this channel too, folks, if you don't mind. I want this for everyone to be the ultimate Ozzy Osbourne tribute page. And no matter how big it grows, because I mean, let's be honest, 10,000 subscribers in August, October, November, and pretty much 6 to 7 months just shows the love for Ozzy. And you don't need YouTube Premium over here because there's already like 7 million fucking views and fucking watch time hours or whatever. But no, this will never be monetized, and it's just a channel for you guys to come on. If you want to drop a picture of Ozzy and say something in the community, anyone, all you got to do is be subscribed. Anyone can do that. And again, Ozzy Osbourne tribute page at gmail.com. If you want to put something up video-wise or anything like that, send something in. I'll gladly put it up. If you want to do something like this with someone else, you are more than welcome to. Maybe one day the ladies of the Princesses of Darkness, maybe one day they'll pop on for an episode, but we'll see. No pressure, ladies. I am a true diehard Ozzy fan until I take my last breath. Yeah, you know what? I got a little welled up before when I said I had like a quick little flashback of like Ozfest. And then I like thinking I'm going to see him like again. I'm like, oh, fuck, like I'm not going to see him again. And I know that's very selfish, but it happened. So I can't lie about it. I mean, it happened. You know, we all have brains and we think things. Well, to me, I didn't burn the food. Nice. What are you cooking, Munch? Good job, silly. What's she making? Share it in our group every time you're on. We share the link. Thank you, Linda, so much. I appreciate you for sharing the page, the channel. And that's even like people who do great artwork, like this girl Amanda Peters on Instagram did a fantastic painting though of Ozzy, and check out her Instagram. She does fantastic paintings. And there's my one man. Fuck, I don't want to say the wrong name, but I told him he could send videos over. He's always playing great Sabbath riffs, and he's good and stuff like that. Like that's what that's what I want this channel to be, is just like fans, like throwing out stuff. And yeah, I don't look at it like I'm the host. Like I'm just someone that just found a key to this, like building, and come on in. That's what this page is. Shared to group earlier. You're the best, Angela. I'll share yours in our post section right after this show. I wanted to post my wrinkled Ozfest ticket. You know what? Don't even get me started on that. It how everything's on phones now. I used to have the binder with my ticket stubs. Now it's like you got to go like this. Bam, takes away from the whole. I think anyway. I love ticket stubs. My buddy used to always put tinfoil around his in case his house burned down. I had the same reaction, Loomis. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Grace. Absolutely. Osmosis, Crazy Train, Ozzy, Tribute Bands, Houston, Texas, Dark Warrior. Dark Warrior. We're almost at the end. Chicken and rice. Nice. That's what I'm actually going to have with some broccoli. Don't mention it, silly. And that sounds good. And we got to everyone. Loomis, you are the master of ceremonies here. Nate, I don't know what that means, but definitely no master. I just try to I am what I am. I wear my heart on my sleeve. You either love me or fucking hate me. Most hate me, but what are you going to do, right? You got to move forward. But anyway, everyone, these rock. Thank you so much. Yes, Stubbs, dang, tech. Exactly. Stubbs are the best. You're the MC. DMC in the house. But thank yous all so much. Don't forget, though, Loomis and Gina is every Wednesday at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. And look out for Friday night. I possibly might be doing no Ozzy talk. And but Saturday night, though, definitely I'm just going to try to do a schedule one, though, with Pat. That'll probably be at like 10 o'clock. They're late. They can come in, though, whenever the fuck, though. But thank yous again. I know we really didn't cover the album at all, but I want to thank everyone. Again, these lives are more for like the people. It's like, I'm going to start putting up some videos like how I want to do this one, right? This is going to be the next video that I'm going to put up. And I want to do an osmosis video. And that was my Ozzy was my guy. Look at me. This was 2004, 20 years ago. Long hair keyboard fucking guy. Ozzy didn't fucking have an influence on me at all. R.I.P. to John Michael Ozzy fucking Osbourne. But thank you, everyone. I sincerely mean that. All jokes aside, we laugh here. We have good time here, and that's what it's all about. Denver, Colorado has some Ozzy tribute bands. Good night. See you Saturday, Pat. Good night. See you next time, buddy. It was great seeing everyone. Have a great week before. Be safe. God bless. All right, folks. Jesus, every time I try to go. No, oh, and I don't know if you watch Masked Singer, but check this week's episode out. Like I said before, they did an Ozzy night this week. Thanks for the heads up, Vaz. Appreciate you. Angela's still in the house. See you next time. Munch, where you been? Great to see you here. Well, actually, where the fuck have I been? Me and Gina haven't been on in a while. But love you too, Grace. Love you all. Please be safe and don't take shit from fucking anybody. And do it your way, not their way, unless their way is the right way. I love you though all. And I could speak for Gina. She loves you too. And we had a blast tonight. So subscribe up, share, and thank you for everyone who supports this. And after this loads up, if you don't mind leaving a comment afterwards, hitting the like button, it helps. And also, I'm going to be sharing the Princesses of Darkness, Diary of a Mad Woman in the post section. After this uploads up in about 15 minutes, so you'll see it in the post. Definitely give them a follow if you have Facebook. All right, everyone. Till next time, we'll see you on Into the Void, Ozzy Osbourne tribute. I'm Loomis. Have a beautiful night.
never realised that fucking black magic was real.
Right.
No, we talking about some fucking Hollywood way of making money.
People thought you were like into black magic and
We started
evil.
getting invites to fucking midnight at the cemetery with black mass. What the fuck's this?
I remember everything just felt like, oh my God, we're gonna lose my mom. We can't do this, like this is terrible. And then when my dad found out, it sent him over the deep end, like literally sent him over the deep end.
Ozzy was self-medicating because of everything that had happened with me.
Watching my mom be sick, he could not handle. He started drinking and using more than I had ever seen him.
Someone has been in my room and taken my beers away from my room.
I don't think so, darling. Who would do that?
Because I kind of swallowed the pill that she ain't gonna make it.
Ozzy!
But in that, you could see how much he loved her, how much he adored my mom, even though he made the whole process so much harder.